Hi everyone. Today I'd like to address a question that we've been getting in increasing frequency because many of you have been sharing some really cool sun catchers and other projects you've made with our transparent acrylic. And the question is, what is the difference between the transparent and the two-sided PatternPly Acrylic on the clear? So I'm going to show you some examples of each to sort of clarify what that difference is. The first one I have for you is the stained glass swirl. This is two-sided on clear. And you can see the colors are very vibrant. If you're looking for vibrant colors, you're gonna wanna choose the two-sided on clear. I recommend that for things like earrings or other projects where you don't need any illumination to really make those colors pop. So it's two-sided on clear. The pattern itself is actually only on one side, but it's two-sided because the vibrancy is there on both sides. And we do that because it gives you the option to display the shiny side or the matte side. We have customers that like to put the shiny side forward, so they make an earring with the shiny side. We have others that prefer the matte side in the front. So it gives you that option to do that with the two-sided on clear. On the other hand, this is the same pattern, but the micro version. This is the stained glass swirl micro transparent. You can see light doesn't pass through this one like it does on the transparent. Again, the pattern is only on one side, shiny on the other, but it is lighter colored. You can see through it, whereas you cannot do that with the two-sided options. So this really gives you some flexibility with projects like sun catchers. Some people are making light boxes with an LED light in the middle, and it really illuminates these colors. You can make things like earrings out of it. I don't usually recommend it as my first choice, just because if you're not in a well-lit area, you're inside a dark room or something like that. You can see I have to literally go to the front door to get some sunlight here because we don't have any windows in these offices. If you're in a room like that, it's gonna look like it looks against my black shirt here, where it's very dull. You can't really see anything. As soon as you go outside, it looks really cool, but unless you have that light behind it, it's very dull as opposed to the two-sided option. I have a couple more examples. This here is the two-sided rainbow storm. You can see vibrant colors, but then you have the transparent. I have the micro abalone and the micro watercolor rainbow, I think is what I called it. And you can see light through these, but you can't through this. But these are not as vibrant as that two-sided option. And I also want to point out, these are all misfits that I'm using, so if you see a flaw, it's because I pulled these out of a misfit stack somewhere. The only one that's funky, and I have a note on the product page to note that it's funky, is the Starry Sky one. And that's because it's two-sided, but we loved, and again, this is definitely a misfit one, we loved how if we left the stars out, it almost looks like it sparkles. And some of you are making light boxes, putting a light behind this so that just these little pinpoints of light shine out. So that's the only one that's funky like that. And like I said, there's a note on it. To complicate things are the ones that are patchy. These patterns, like this is the micro rainbow paw prints. It messes with your head because it looks, you'd be like, oh, this is definitely transparent. And yeah, the acrylic itself is transparent, but the pattern, if you look, it's vibrant colored, and if you were to put a light, tiny little light behind it, you can't see through those paw prints. So this is two-sided. If it were transparent, these paw prints would be really light colored, and you could see the light straight through them. But here you really can only see the light coming through the space in between, the clear acrylic itself. So we have a couple options like that. This one I actually cut my own earrings out of because I liked it so much, the confetti. You can see when you're seeing light through it, you're only seeing light through the acrylic itself. You're not seeing it through the pattern. So this is two-sided on clear. The same way that this rainbow storm is two-sided on clear. This is just a patchy pattern, but the color vibrancy is still there for the two-sided. and great for earrings and other things like that. And you could illuminate from behind if you wanted to. It just keep in mind that it won't come through the colors. So that's the difference between the two. Hopefully that clears up any questions about them. If you do have any more questions, always reach out to us, let us know, and I will do another video or we'll answer it right there on Facebook for you. Thank you guys so much.